Tell me what you do for the company.
I'm a fund accountant within the real estate department. We provide the fund accounting for a number of real estate funds, and I head up a team of 3 finance assistants.
Jay, what motivates people?
Well, I think people are individuals, and each individual is motivated in a different way, and this depends on the characteristics of each individual person. Some are motivated financially, some are motivated by recognition, some are motivated by empowerment.
And what characteristics should a leader have?
I think a leader should have a strong personality. They should lead by example. I think they should have a general interest in people. And I think they should be able to identify people's strengths and weaknesses and develop people where they see fit.
And how do you reward people?
Well, people can be rewarded in various ways. Obviously financially is the most obvious one. But people like praise. They also like empowerment, like to have a sense of achievement. These can all be powerful motivating tools. Occasionally, a small thank you would be just as effective as heaping a great deal of praise on an individual.
Thank you very much, Jay. I'll get you back to the safe house now.
Thanks.
I'm here with C, who's going to talk to me about courageous leadership. C, can you give me a little background of your role in the company, please?
Yes, I've worked in the company for 10 years now. I work in the credit management real estate department, and we are responsible for ensuring companies pay rent to us on time, also to make sure that companies adhere to money laundering procedures and that all that goes smoothly.
What do you believe courageous leadership involves?
I believe it involves a number of different things. I think a very important factor is working well within a team and be able to maintain good working relationships with my team and also beyond that for the rest of the company. I also think being able to give direction to individuals within my team is very important so that they know how they fit into the bigger picture. And also I think knowing how to motivate people is very important.
And how would a courageous leader get the best out of their team?
I think by knowing my team really well and knowing what strengths they have and also sharing knowledge with everyone is very good to get the best. We can then figure out who is better at doing certain aspects of the job, who's maybe more focused on other things. Also promoting the goals of the team so that they know exactly what is expected of them in the department, I think again can encourage people to shine in what they prefer doing or what they are good at doing.
But clearly it's not all plain sailing.
No, it's not. I mean, sometimes tough decisions have to be made, and I again think that is something that courageous leadership involves. There may be decisions have to be made within the team that are not popular with everyone, or if change has to be implemented that possibly if people can't see the reason why it's being done or the benefits for it. I think it's important that you're able to explain clearly what's happening, why it's happening, and to promote it towards the bigger picture, overall what the outcomes are going to be in the future.
Well, thank you very much, C. That was very interesting. Hello? Okay. Your cover's blown. You'll have to leave now. I'm here with E, who's going to talk to us about being real. E, can you tell me a little bit about what you do for the company?
Yes, I manage the global servicing team, a team of 7 people who service the majority of our product ranges from trustee investment plans through to real estate, through to CCAV and mutual funds. We sit within global client operations in the operations function.
So what does being real mean?
Well, at a high level, being real means making a stand for what we believe in, knowing and playing to our strengths, communicating openly and transparently, monitoring our impact and adapting our behaviour, and appreciating and respecting differences in others.
And what does that mean to an operational leader?
Well, for me personally, as a manager within operations, I've worked hard to understand myself, so what makes me tick. I've implemented Strengths Finder sessions within my team. I've shared my individual development plan with my team and others. I've shared my thoughts, ideas and opinions openly with fellow managers and team members. I've shown direct experience with the tasks within my team and wider. And I'm passionate about strategy and performance.
What has the positive impact of you being real been?
I really feel being real as a leader, as a manager of a team, and working closely with my team members has really engaged each individual. I believe I've gained trust and respect. I've also improved communication and collaboration between both myself and team members and other teams in the department. And I really believe this all has a knock-on effect in increased performance and effectiveness of the team.
So who outside the company do you consider is real?
Well, as a Liverpool fan, the current manager, Kenny Dalglish, springs to mind.
And why is that?
Well, Kenny's been there, he's done that. I mean, as a player, he's won the league and the European Cup. He's won the league as a manager, and now he's back managing the club again. He also promotes and defends the team well in interviews. He doesn't let any interviewers give the guy stick, and he stands up for the players on an individual basis. He also shows his emotion on the touchline. He's passionate, he kicks every ball, and he also has respect of the players themselves. They all look up to Kenny. As I said, he's been there, he's done it all, he's won everything he could.
Well, E, thank you very much for that. That was very interesting.
My pleasure.
Oh my God, they found you. What are you going to do?
G is a SAS programmer in the Black Ops team. He has agreed to speak to us about the importance of customers to the company, providing his identity does not become known. We met him in the kitchen of a safe house.
Are you sure this is safe? Because if I get recognised, this could all go pear-shaped really quickly. Can you tell who I am?
No one will know who you are, Garrett. G, calm down.
Look, I'm not happy. Look, stop.
This way, G, turn round.
Oh, I don't think this is going to work either.
Okay, G, tell us what you do for the company.
There's not that much I'm allowed to tell you. I do some guerrilla programming for the company to give them the information that they need to prosper in these kind of difficult times.
And where do customers fit into this?
Well, they're the lifeblood, mate. Without customers, there would be no company. And that's why getting it right is so important. I could give you a couple of examples of the right and the wrong way to do it if you'd like.
Please do.
Well, I'm not going to talk about the company itself because I wouldn't be allowed to, and you wouldn't understand it anyway. It's complicated stuff. Finance is a difficult man. So I'll tell you about 2 travel companies I've dealt with. The first company took me to Gran Canaria, and they dealt with everything perfectly. From booking my seat on the flight to the newspapers I wanted with my breakfast the following day. The transfers were immaculate, and I was constantly kept informed. The rep in the resort, we'll call her Karen.
Why?
Because it's her name. She was brilliant, man. She never hounded me to go on some life-changing bus trip to see macrame weavers in the mountains. She gave me the welcome pack, it told me everything I needed to know, and it was up to me to take things further if I wanted. She was absolutely brilliant. She even helped me change rooms when I got a bit suspicious about the boy who was in the room next to me. He definitely worked for the widows. They've all got that kind of shifty look about them. You know what I mean, don't you? Now contrast that with the other company that I used. The company that took me to Ibiza. The rep for that company was a complete fool. We'll call him Brian.
Because that was his name.
Well, no, we can't use his real name, not after what happened. He had one thing to do, just one, and that was to meet me at the airport and give me the keys to my villa. And he couldn't do that. Was he there to meet me? Did he give me the keys? No and no. He was a muppet, an absolute muppet.
G, do you feel ready to go on?
Yeah, it's nothing, it's nothing. I had to track him down to the bar where he was getting plastered on pina coladas or some other umbrella drink. I was furious, and Brian didn't even have the good grace to apologise. So what does all this mean? I've booked trips with Karen's company, time and time again. Repeat businessman. You see, it's all about repeat business. Make the customer feel that they're important, and they'll come back time and time again, and they tell their friends. It keeps your costs down, and they are happy, and the business just rolls in. But Brian, what happened to Brian? Well, he didn't get any repeat business. He's not even in the business anymore. And that's what happens if you don't keep your customers happy. They'll bury you. And if they don't bury you, then the competition will. They'll bury you so deep under a storm drain outside Ibiza town that no one will ever find you.
Under a storm drain? What do you mean, G?
It's a metaphor. It's a finance metaphor. You're not going to get it. Don't worry about it.
What happened to Brian, G?
I think we need to stop again.